Hello. You deserve an innovative, dedicated workforce. We believe we can help you accomplish that goal. We do that by preparing your existing teams for the successful integration of high-functioning neurodiverse associates. Hi, I'm Dr. Jean Hess, owner and CEO of the Secret Handshake. At Secret Handshake, we believe every person who supports an individual who is neurodiverse deserves a place to get answers and support. We serve and collaborate with families and organizations dedicated to maximizing potential for individuals with disabilities. We provide targeted advocacy, coaching, and education for optimal quality of life. According to the Pew Research Center, almost 30 million baby boomers had retired by the fall of 2020. That's an increase of 213% from the previous year. It is estimated that 10,000 boomers retire each day. 75 million boomers are expected to retire by 2030, paving the way for what is now called the Great Retirement, which will surpass the Great Resignation of 2021. Another factor influencing hiring trends for the foreseeable future is long COVID. It is currently estimated that 4 million Americans are affected by long COVID and will not be returning to the workforce. That number is likely to continue to climb over time. There is one more factor to take into consideration when understanding the current labor shortage. In the spirit of entrepreneurship, some employees affected by the pandemic shutdown either left work or stayed unemployed to open their own businesses. In the first 2 years of the pandemic, nearly 10 million new business applications were filed, and in 2020 alone, more than 4 million new businesses were started. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that the number of job openings has remained over 10 million since June of 2021, but only around 6 million unemployed workers are out there. We have lots of jobs, but not enough workers to fill them. If every unemployed person in the country found a job, we would still have 4 million open jobs. Or would we? Some experts say that to think what is happening now isn't a systemic long-term problem is naive. The Bureau of Labor Statistics is forecasting 11.9 million new jobs through 2030, but only 8.9 million new entrants into the labor force, and a lower labor force participation rate that keeps declining. So, who will fill those jobs? There's an untapped pool waiting for businesses to welcome and embrace them into these millions of jobs. They are the neurodiverse. Judy Singer, a sociologist who has autism, started using the term neurodiversity in the late 1990s. It refers to the concept that certain developmental disorders are normal variations in the brain, and people who have these features also have certain strengths. Neurodiversity describes the idea that people experience and interact with the world around them in many different ways. There is no one right way of thinking or learning and behaving, and differences are not to be viewed as deficits. A better approach is to focus on what someone's good at, not what they lack. For example, people with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, may have trouble with time management, but they often show high levels of passion, drive, and creative thinking. Those with autism pay attention to complex details, have good memories, and show certain specialty skills. People with dyslexia can perceive certain kinds of visual information better than those without the condition. The list could go on, but the larger question is, how does this manifest in their work to your advantage? The people on this slide are all neurodiverse. You likely recognize most, if not all of them, because they're famous. However, did you know they're all neurodiverse? Perhaps you know a fraction of them have autism, a couple have ADHD, and one has Tourette syndrome. They don't wear these labels as a means of identifying themselves. They shouldn't have to in order to be successful in their chosen fields. Neither should anyone else. Unemployment for the neurodivergent adults runs at least as high as 30 to 40%, which is about 8 times the rate for people without a disability. For many neurodiverse individuals, any processing differences that they have may not cause any suffering to the person themselves. Instead, the suffering may result from barriers imposed by societal norms, causing social exclusion and inequity. Stigma, a lack of awareness, and the lack of appropriate infrastructure, such as office setup or staffing structures, can cause exclusion of people with neurodevelopmental differences. Here are some reasons why you should consider integrating individuals who are neurodiverse into your organization. Studies indicate that neurodiverse employees exhibit information processing advantages and are better able to detect critical information. For example, they excel at pattern recognition and spotting irregularities such as cyber intrusions, money, or data errors. J.P. Morgan Chase reports that professionals in its Autism at Work initiative make fewer errors and are 90% to 140% more productive than neurotypical employees. These are impressive indicators of productivity and work quality. Having sustained attention to detail, neurodiverse employees often bring a hyper-focus to complex, repetitive tasks which they can sustain over a long period of time. The 4 largest U.S. autism hiring programs, SAP, J.P. Morgan Chase, Microsoft, and Ernst & Young, all have retention rates of more than 90%, higher than the average retention rates in their industries. At least 86% of employers surveyed by the Institute for Corporate Productivity rated employees who self-identify as neurodiverse as good or very good in all 4 areas of dependability, motivation, engagement, and peer integration. Research from the National Soft Skills Association reports that 85% of job success comes from having well-developed soft skills. According to the World Economic Forum, the top skills and skill groups which employers see as rising in prominence in the lead up to 2025 include groups such as critical thinking and analysis, as well as problem solving and skills in self-management, such as active learning, resilience, self-tolerance, and flexibility. These findings support those you see here from the Manpower Group. Hiring those who are neurodiverse may bring increased success in areas of organization-wide decision-making and drive positive change and improved employee retention. This makes for a healthier working environment for all, in which problem-solving becomes more efficient, and these benefits could lead to better customer service and increased sales. Stanford Research Institute International found that almost 75% of an employee's success comes from soft skills, while only 25% of their success comes from technical skills. These statistics are enough to emphasize the critical importance of soft skills within a successful business. A study by MIT Sloan School of Management found that a 12-month workforce training program focused on soft skills delivered a 250% return on investment within 8 months of completion. The gain was mainly due to increased productivity due to a focus on essential soft skills the modern workforce requires, like knowledge, flexibility, and resilience. Adaptation and resilience are likely 2 of the most valuable skills workers can possess. In addition, interpersonal skills such as critical thinking, communication, and collaboration are crucial. Organizations need a workforce that can think differently in an era of automation, where facts can be Googled and spelling can be corrected at the touch of a button. It's creativity, imagination, and intuition that sets people apart from machines. The hallmark of being neurodivergent means, literally, a different way of processing information, which becomes a pattern of strengths, creativity, innovation, and big picture thinking. For organizations, understanding and valuing neurodiverse thinking and neurodiversity can be an opportunity to bridge the skill gaps of the future. As businesses tackle a variety of problems, They need people who have a wide range of exceptional skills and abilities. Many neurodiverse individuals have refined certain skills to succeed in the world. Focusing on their strengths, honing in, and becoming much better at them is like developing their own superpowers. Expanding their range of abilities within a particular area of interest or skill set. Teams shouldn't all think the same way. With the recruitment process, inclusion means screening in rather than screening out with standardized barriers to entry. The neurodiverse may have exceptional abilities and ideas that will be filtered out at the first step within the vetting process if assessments aren't reconsidered to include diversity, which can be overlooked in the traditional reviews of resumes. Personally, I see a great deal of overlap between what organizations are seeking and what neurodiverse candidates have to offer. Perhaps you too believe there is a reason for optimism in learning about this untapped pool. You're not alone. These are just some of the companies who are actively seeking and hiring the neurodiverse. Remember, the Department of Labor recently reported that the areas of financial activities, professional and business services, and education, as well as health services, are experiencing the greatest labor shortages. Tap into a talent pool that will help you address open positions while creating unique opportunities. Businesses everywhere are having trouble filling positions. Neurodiverse employees can both fill open positions and provide unique perspectives with fresh insights that can help you identify opportunities during volatile times. We believe every management team is working flat out to hire the best and the brightest. We believe every job opening can and should be filled with the best and brightest. If you have a DEI program in place, you are committed to attaining and maintaining a diverse and equitable workforce. You already have created and followed a process that either has resulted or is moving towards a more inclusive culture that is invitational and fosters a consistent sense of belonging. You have embedded these priorities into the way you seek and evaluate talent and have data structures in place to track and progress towards these goals. It just makes sense that if you already have a DEI initiative in place and it doesn't include disability inclusion, then it can and should. Here's the math. Approximately 85.5 million people in the United States have a disability. That's 1 in 4. Only about a third of those individuals are employed. 2 facts should be obvious. That's a very large untapped talent pool. And you can see on this slide that of those there are employed, there are issues within organizational culture that could be improved for the neurodiverse. Change is a process. No one likes change. Ensuring that DEI is successful in your organization has required change, and you're likely already doing that. Integrating the neurodiverse will require the same kind of education and training that is needed to put each of the other components of your DEI initiatives into practice. I have 35 years of practice working with the neurodiverse in order to maximize the benefits and minimize the deficits. I have spent my entire adult life working for the optimization of the lives of individuals with disabilities. When not working directly with those who are neurodiverse, I have worked with those who want to successfully integrate them into their broader environments. Along the way, I have picked up a number of unique but incredibly relevant skills that maximize my ability to help meet you wherever you are, assess your needs, help you strategize solutions, set challenging yet attainable goals, and help you achieve them. My area of specialty has been behavioral change at an individual, team, and organizational level. At Secret Handshake, we believe we can assist you in preparing your teams and associates to be agile and responsive to any accommodation a neurodiverse colleague may need. You deserve all of the earlier stated benefits other companies have realized by utilizing this talent pool of unemployed or underemployed individuals. When we bring what we believe together with what you deserve, There are dynamic and powerful results. It's not an instant panacea, but organizations that excel at the successful integration of neurodiverse associates see measurable improvements within the first year. Areas of improvement include hiring practices, managerial skills, career development pathways, and social and cultural practices. These outcomes are benefits that matter for all and result in work policies that create positive change. Slide 16. This commitment to developing solutions for seamlessly integrating neurodiverse talent into your company can result in improved departmental team building, cross-functional collaboration, and associate recognition. We do this by delivering individualized solutions. First, you complete a simple assessment where you are in the process of integrating the neurodiverse, what your goals might be in the area, and help you figure out how to get from point A in the current status of integrating those with neurodiverse to point B, where you would like to be and how to get there. You deserve to have an expert in your hip pocket, someone who knows the secret handshake that will unlock the potential of neurodiverse you might hire and the cross-functional team members with whom they will interact. This commitment to developing solutions for seamlessly integrating neurodiverse talent into your company can result in improved departmental team building, cross-functional collaboration, and associate recognition. We do this by delivering individualized solutions. First, you complete a simple assessment where you are in the process of integrating the neurodiverse, what your goals might be in the area, and help you figure out how to get from point A in the current status of integrating those with neurodiverse to point B, where you would like to be and how to get there. You deserve to have an expert in your hip pocket, someone who knows the secret handshake that will unlock the potential of neurodiverse you might hire and the cross-functional team members with whom they will interact. Your company already possesses the professional know-how in facilitating organizational DEI needs if you have a DEI initiative in place. I bring real-world experience with individuals who are neurodiverse. Together, we can build a strong foundation by analyzing and identifying areas in which inclusivity can be ensured by creating improved internal processes that emphasize consistency across your organization. We facilitate growth potential by offering a number of packages to best suit your needs based on the outcomes of the assessment you complete, conversations with critical stakeholders in order to identify your goals. With that done, we move forward to create and implement inclusive practices with measurable outcomes. We are supporting each step in the process to the degree you wish us to be involved. As you can see here, there are many benefits of examining how your company can be best prepared to expand your DEI initiative to embrace disability inclusion. The reported return on investment varies, but includes successes such as those listed here. In addition to the measurable benefits for your organization that you see here, businesses who have successfully integrated individuals who are neurodiverse have found them to be enthusiastic associates who often actively participate in improving company culture. You deserve the inside scoop on a little-known fact. There are surveys that indicate that millennials feel strongly about working for a company that supports social justice. Lagging from that data is the fact that millennials are the first generation to move through elementary, middle, and high school in tandem with friends who are neurodiverse because the inclusion movement that started in the 80s and early 90s. That's a soft skill that won't be reflected on the average applicant's resume because for them, it was simply the way that it was. Look, you deserve the best possible workforce you can hire. There are 10 million job openings a month. This number isn't going away anytime soon. In fact, according to experts, the labor crunch will likely last for the next several years. We know the neurodiverse are being hired in record numbers. The evidence is in the massive increase in the number of companies investing in programs to best prepare their company culture to welcome and embrace them. Here are some examples. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise conducted a program that showed that neurodiverse teams are 30% more productive than others. Research from a 2018 Deloitte report found that companies with inclusive cultures were 6 times more likely to be innovative and agile. Organizations that provide mentors to professionals with a disability reported a 16% increase in profitability, an 18% increase in productivity, and a 12% increase in customer loyalty. You deserve to have an expert in your hip pocket in order to leverage the power of one into the success of many. By now, it should be no secret that I have strong feelings about disability inclusion. I feel passionate about every person, regardless of their ability, attaining their personal best. However, I also believe you deserve an opportunity to receive their personal best and watch your organization be transformed in ways you can only imagine. I bring broad experience, yet an uniquely intimate understanding of neurodiversity. Let's schedule a time to talk and see if together we can enable your organization to successfully tap into a talent pool that will help you address open positions while creating unique opportunities. Neurodiverse employees can fill open positions while providing distinctive perspectives with fresh insights that can help your business prosper during volatile times. Be sure to apply online today, and thank you. I can't wait to speak with you.